say if you want to say something positive, they stay on that stuff and they get themselves in trouble by just tweeting or IG and that mess, and that's it's just crazy to me.
Exactly, man. Man, we listen to the fan truth, man. We are here live at Sister Mary's Soul Food in Glendale with my man, Hall of Fame, Gary Payton in the building, baby.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Gary.
I was wondering what you was doing over there. You was just sitting there, man. I'm like, what is it? You the agent or something? I was just, what's going down?
Hey, this dude here, G.
Yeah.
This is my boy, man.
Okay.
And he got memorabilia of people. Today he's going to show you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
1990. Gary Payton. Rookie card, baby.
Shit. The old antique one?
I'm
on the phone?
You're on the phone.
Okay. Good.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want to go back to your high school days.
Start See, right? You know he knows something. He going to high school days. Come on, man.
Skyline
So
High
y'all
School.
know high school? Oh, yeah, I know you do. So you be quiet.
Home of the Titans, but also just you mentioned the Oakland playground. I mean, you come from a background with, Bill Russell, J.R. Ryder, Hook Mitchell, cats like that.
Jay Kidd, who go get in the Hall of Fame this year.
Lester Connor. I mean, we can.
Yeah.
Recently, Damian Lillard.
Right.
But when coming out of high school, was it Oregon State all the way? I mean, you were recruited by Ralph Miller, correct?
Yeah, really, Jimmy Anderson. Ralph Miller was too old at the time, but
okay.
he was. But Jimmy Anderson recruited me since I was in the 9th grade.
Okay.
So basically 8th grade, junior high. No, it wasn't. I wasn't going to Oregon State.
Okay.
People always ask me this story. I committed to St. John's University.
Wow.
In Queens.
Okay.
And you know how they do these big old ceremonies in their gyms and stuff like that. I had Greg Foster. Greg Foster was on my team. He was committed to UCLA, and we were about to announce it. And Louis Conaseca, who was the coach at the time, called me, and all his assistants wanted me because I had beat all their recruits. They're ones who they were recruiting. I had gave about 3 of them about 40 apiece. So it was like, we gonna take him, and they had never recruited past the Mississippi.
Right.
Okay, so he came over there, and then Conaseca decided that he didn't want to mess up his recruiting if he take this kid way over here in the West Coast and then take the kid that was really known in New York. And so he called me and said, well, I'm going to make the big decision. I'm going to override my assistants. And right before I was going to announce it, he pulled a scholarship back from me. I got really upset, and I decided that I thought I wasn't making the right choice.
Okay.
I wasn't making the right choice. So I just went to my mom, and I told her, whatever school you want me to go to, I think you would be the best one to choose that. And then 3 days later, we had another press conference, and I didn't know what was in the envelope. Hats were down there, and I opened up the letter of intent that my mom gave me, and it was Oregon State, and I went to Oregon State.
Okay, it makes sense though, because your style of play fit what St. John's wanted. That East Coast tough guard who will lock you up.
Yeah, and they were just coming out of the Final Four. You remember they lost to Georgetown and thing. They had a great team with Chris Mullins, Walter Berry, Willie Glass, all them guys. Mark Jackson, I would have sat behind him for a year, and they were a team that I wanted to go to because they were in the Big East. They were on TV. I knew what kind of swagger I had. I knew I could fit into their program and become that backup guard and backup Mark Jackson and do wonderful things. So I wanted a challenge. I was always in a challenge. The Big East was a conference at that time, and I wanted to be there. But I think God did the right thing and sent me to Oregon State. It turned out a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, you got to play in the Pac-10, and
Pac-10. It was great. I played against great players there too. Sean Elliott, Kevin Johnson, Reggie Miller.
Well,
Matt Mulbach, I was older than them. Yeah, I was older than them. But the OGs, was the ones I was talking about.
Well, your counterpart at Oregon, Terrell Brandon, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Terrell was a great guard. Really, really great guard.
Saturday afternoons, road games, toughest trip, at McHale or at the Pit?
McHale. Yeah, the Pit was – I played in the Pit once. A couple of times, of times. But the Pit was easy. I hated it. I hated Oregon. So it didn't matter.
The rivalry, of course.
I hated Oregon. So it didn't matter to me. I'd rather go there than to go to McHale. You know, they always had the #1 teams in the country. They always had great players. So, you know, you couldn't go in there and win games that easy.
No.
You know, that red everywhere, that #1, man.
The Silver Fox.
Yeah, and then they blow you out by 20. So I hate going there. Yeah.
When did you know that you was going to the NBA?
Probably about in my junior year, when it was becoming so easy to me. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of scouts were coming around, and they wanted me to go out in my junior year. And to me, I had to grow up. I wanted to stay all 4 years. It was 4 years. 4 years in college was like the pros to me anyway. Mm. So I was getting treated the same way. But you know, it was one
I ain't gonna get into that one.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. So it's like, and then I thought I had to grow up.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to stay 4 years, and then my coach who recruited me, Jimmy Anderson, became the head coach, and I stayed.
Your final year?
Yeah, my final year. I stayed, and that was a blessing too. I got Player of the Year.
Pac-10 Player of the Year,
yeah,
All-American.
You know, All-American. I was on the cover of SI as a Player of the Year. I won two awards. I split. I think Lionel Simmons won 4, and I think I won 2 or 3. So it was great. To come consensus All-American was really great. Averaged 26 in my senior year, and you know, couldn't nobody stop me. I broke a lot of records during that time, and I played the guys that I thought that they thought that was better than me. I started playing against the Michigans, the Michigan States. We were beating them, the Louisvilles, and then I became the #1 point guard in the country.
Now, how did Gary GP the Glove Payton felt when he was at that draft, right? And they called your name? How did you feel? But don't answer that. Coming up next, Fan Truth Gas Radio. Let's go.